Hello everyone. Before already studied what are the different types of population based methods. We are going to compare the methods with some parameters, and based on this also go for the different one of the application on the base price with constant solution, and how the population based methods are used for the base price constant method solutions. The aim of the session is the students will compare the population based methods and solve base price with constant problem. The objective is to compare the population based methods, solve the base price and constant problem, and learning outcomes compare the various population based methods based on the some parameters, solve the base price with constant problem, and finally we summarize the concepts. Then what is the comparison of the population based method? There are so many different concepts are there based on the comparison, either the speed of the method, that is the time complexity, memory, then the accuracy of the result, and number of iterations, number of particle swarms, or number of agents, or number of initial solutions, and how many initial solution you are taking and how you are going to optimize. So population based methods are a type of meta heuristic algorithm that use a set of potential solutions called a population. So to explore the search space and find the optimal or near optimal solutions. So optimal means we can get the maximum minimum, near optimal means near to the optimal, that is near to maximum or near to minimum. The objective of comparing different population methods is to evaluate the performance, efficiency, robustness, and applicability for various optimization problems. Some of the criteria that can be used for comparison are: the first one is the definition of solutions, and the attribute stored for each individual in the population. Second one is the operator or mechanism used to generate new solutions from the existing ones. Generally we are using probabilistic methods and also different types of probabilistic concepts based on the equations. The third one is the selection process and determines which solutions are retained or discarded in the population. Sometimes you are taking some solutions the previous one, and again you are getting some new solutions. So comparing which one is better, then either we are discarding the previous solution, or you are taking the, you will consider the previous solution, or you reject the previous solution, or you combine the current solution with the previous solution. The diversity and the convergence of the population toward the optimal solution. What is the diversity and what is the convergence rate of the optimal solution? Some are giving the best results, some are giving the near optimal solutions, and some maybe give the same type of solutions. So based on the application, we are selecting which type of population based algorithm will be implemented for a particular application. Then next one is the scalability and adaptability of the method to handle different types of problems. So whether it is a single objective or multi-objective, or it is a continuous or discrete, constant or unconstant, this type of problems. So some methods or some population based methods are used for the some type of application like a single objective, some are used for the multi-objective, some are handling the continuous data, and some are handling the discrete data, this type of situations. Different population based methods may have different strengths and weaknesses depending on the problem domain and the characteristic of the search space. So therefore it is important to compare them using appropriate benchmark and metrics to identify the most suitable method for given problem. So we study the three basic population based methods: one is genetic algorithm, estimation of distribution algorithm, and last one is particle swarm optimization. Then what is the GA? GAs are genetic operators and are known for their exploration capability. PSO relies on particle movement and local global based information. EDA are the unique use of the probabilistic modeling and can adapt to complex dependencies in the problem space, because EDA is derived from the genetic algorithm. So in the some cases you are not using the genetic operators, you are using directly some probabilistic concepts. Now first, genetic algorithm. Now you are studying comparing the three different algorithms based on their different parameters. Representation. GS typically use a binary or real valued encoding to represent solutions, making them versatile for different problem domains. Operators. Second one is the operators. GS employ genetic operators such as crossover and mutation for generating new solutions or from the parent to child, which simulate the genetic process of reproduction and mutation in biological systems. Third one is population based. Then what are the population we are using here? GS maintain a population of solutions, evolving them over the multiple generations through selection, crossover and mutation. Generally we are using three operators, that is the selection, crossover and mutation. Fourth one is exploration and exploitation. So what is this one? The GS are known for their ability to explore a wide solution space through mutation and exploit promising area by a crossover. So fourth one is the exploration and exploitation. So here we are using GS are known for their ability to explore a wide solution space through mutation and exploit promising areas by a crossover. Fifth one is the convergence. GS may require more generation to converge to optimal solution in complex problems. So GS are very complicated to implement. Global search. GS are often used for global optimization problems where the goal is to find the global optimum. Next one is the EDA algorithm. In the EDA algorithm, we will consider the same concepts: the representation, operators, population based, exploration and exploitation, convergence, global search. So in the representation, EDAs usually use a population of solutions represented as a set of variables. The representation can be binary, real valued or discrete depending on the problem. What are the operators? The operators are, we replace some operators from the genetic operators, from the genetic algorithms. So EDAs replace traditional genetic operators with probabilistic modeling of the problem space. They estimate the probability distribution of good solutions and sample new solution from this model. So crossover and mutation are generally avoided here. Population based. EDAs are population based. All the algorithms here what you studied are population based, but they focus on learning and exploiting the probability distribution of solutions rather than directly modifying individual solutions. Exploration and exploitation. EDAs are strong in exploitation. Are they concentrate on refining the probability distribution model. However, exploration depends on the effectiveness of the model. Convergence. EDAs often converge faster than GS because they are using the probability. There is no crossover mutation operation, the lengthy process, and can be competitive with PSO, especially in high dimensional spaces. Global search. EDAs are suitable for global optimization, especially when the problem space has complex dependencies between the variables, making it hard to capture using traditional operators. Particle swarm optimization or PSO. Now first representation. So PSO uses a population of particles, and each particle represents a potential solution with a position and velocity in the search space. So we are using here the position and velocity, but in the previous algorithm there is no position or velocity is important, because in the PSO the solutions are moving in different random spaces. Operators. PSO preliminary relies on velocity and position updates for particles. So two operators are generally using for the velocity and the position, influenced by their own experience and the experience of the neighbors. Population based. Like GS, PSO is population based, but it does not use genetic operators like crossover and mutation. Exploration and exploitation. PSO emphasizes both exploration through particle movements and exploitation by following the best performing particle. Convergence. The PSO often converge more quickly than GS due to its simplicity and fewer parameters. Global search. PSO is also suitable for global optimization problems, especially when the search space is continuous and the objective function is smooth. Now comparison of the population based methods for bag price with constant. Now we consider the bag price, what is already discussed, already know that in the previous topics. We shall make a comparison of the all previously presented population based algorithm on two tasks: the Rastri's gene activation function or optimization function, and D is equal to 20 and bag price is for D is equal to 5. For continuous optimization methods are compared evolutionary algorithm, differential evolution, particle swarm optimization and EDA, and generally are using GCEDA, what is a variant of the EDA. Now Rastri's gene function is defined as from 1 to D, summation from 1 to D x square minus cos 10 cos 2 pi xi plus 10. So I is from how many bags are there, 10 bags or 20 bags. So I is equal to 1 to 20 and x is the each bag. So from this we are finding what is the quantity and what is the price based on the solution. So this is the representation of the graph. So you see that there are global and global optimization is there. Global, we are using the global minimize or aim is to minimize the price, not maximize the price. For the bag prices task, each solution is rounded to the nearest integer value, that is $1 to $1,000 before computing the profit. Each method is run 50 times for each task. To simplify the analysis, the comparison is made only in terms of aggregated results over the runs, average or percentage of success, and no confidence intervals or statistical tests are used. The bag prices task involves rounding solution to the nearest integer within the range of already discussed. This is from $1 to $1,000 before calculating profit. The comparison based on the aggregated results over 50 runs, focusing on the average or percentage success, And next one is, to achieve this rounding you can use the rounding calculator considering the rounding methods available such as round half, off or round half even. This approach simplifies the analysis and facilitates the manual computation for estimation. To provide a fair comparison and to simplify the experimentation setup, the default parameters of the methods are adopted except for the population size, which is kept the small are the same for all methods, that is NP is equal to 100 for Rastigen and NP is equal to 50 for bag price. All methods are evaluated by storing the best value as a function of the number of evaluations and up to the same maximum number. So maximum max Fn is 10,000 for Rastigen and max Fn 5,000 for the bag prices. Then what are the assumptions? The price of each bag must be an integer between $1 to $100. The demand of each bag is a function of its price and some parameters. The cost of each bag is given and fixed. The rounding method used to convert the price to the integers affect the profit. So if you convert the integer to high or low value or minimum value or maximum value, that will also affect on the profit. The comparison of different methods based on the average profit for the percentage times the optimal profit is achieved over 50 runs. Then what are the questions? Some possible questions on the bag price task are: what are the advantages and disadvantages of using different rounding methods such as round half off or round half even? How does the choice of rounding method affect the accuracy and efficiency of finding the optimal prices? How can the bag prices task be generalized or modified to include other factors such as competition, customer preference or inventory constraints? How can the bag price task be solved using different techniques such as linear programming, gradient descent or genetic algorithm? So this is the graphical comparison of the two methods. The bag price with D equal to 5 and Rastigen with D equal to 20. So you get that the bold line, this bold line is the EA, evolutionary estimated algorithm, evolutionary algorithm, and D is the differential evaluation, the dot, the lines, two dots. So this is the D. PSO is the dotted line and EDA is the bottom line. Now if you are checking the different performance here, you see that the dotted line, the PSO giving the best performance after 10,000 iterations or evaluations, and initially it is 0, the average best is at the 0, and when it is increasing it is giving the best performance. Similarly in the bag price you see that the number of evaluation average best, you take in the reverse order. So 0 number of evaluation 0 to 5,000, so I have taken 5,000 only, here 10,000 in the case of Rastigen. So EA is the bottom one and top one is the EDA algorithm. So EDA algorithm gives the best performance for the bag price. So different methods or different algorithms or different functions, they give the different performance for the different types of population based algorithms. So you cannot say that this is the best or that is the best. Based on the practical application they will give the performance. This is the first parameter population value x1 for EDA, NP is 100. So if NP is 100, you are getting the S1 value, that iteration is 10. so it is slowly it is converging. Then bake price with constant. What is the, why are you using this bake price with constant? Death penalty is a simple strategy that can be easily applied to any optimization method. It requires only changing the evaluation function to return very high penalty value if the solution is infeasible. However, such strategy is not very efficient since the infeasible solution don't guide the search. To repair, alternative tend to be more efficient as it transforms an infeasible solution into a feasible one, but often requires domain knowledge. For this comparison, the bake price task is adopted with a hard constant. The maximum number of bakes that can be manufactured within a production cycle is set to 50. Also, the EDA method is used as the optimization engine. Since the Coppola-Dash package presents a useful feature for the repair strategy. Coppola package is one of the optimization package for the R programming. Since it is possible to add a local optimization method with the EDA main cycle. The death penalty is simply implemented by returning INF, that is infinity, when the solution is infeasible. That is infinity means infeasible or solution doesn't exist. While the repair method uses a local search and domain knowledge, so you will get some outputs. The death penalty is complemented in the function cProfit2. The repair solution is handled by the local repair function, which contains the signature, the function arguments required by EDA optimize. The EDA argument is not needed here. If not required, arguments are not compulsory. Now, if a solution is infeasible, then a local search is applied, where the solution prices are randomly increased until the expected sales is lower than 51. Because target is 50, so selling is, our target is 50, so our so you take the maximum 51. So below 51, if you are getting any solution, that is best one. This local search uses the following domain knowledge. The effect of increasing a price is a reduction in the number of sales. And new feasible solutions are then evaluated. So in the summary, this is the theoretical concept. When you go in the practically, when you implement the R program, you apply all the three different functions, the cProfit2, local repair, EDA optimize. So these three functions are implemented to optimize our bake price with constant solution, because our constant is maximize and maximum range is 50. If you are selling 50 bakes, what is the maximum price? I hope all of you enjoyed this topic, and these are the references. Okay, thank you.